The clock on the wall froze at 11:59 p.m. Time itself seemed to hold its breath, as if anticipating the unknown. A Tuesday, like any other, until it wasn't. The day began with the usual hustle and bustle. People rushing to work, children heading to school, and the city alive with its daily rhythm. The hum of refrigerators, the glow of smartphones, the steady pulse of the internet, all vanished in unison. It was as if the world had taken a collective gasp and then fell silent. Silence, heavy and absolute, descended upon the world. The usual sounds of life were replaced by an eerie stillness, a void that swallowed every noise. Our reliance on technology had reached a point of no return. We had woven it into the very fabric of our existence, making it indispensable. Now, we would face the consequences. The sudden absence of our digital lifelines left us bewildered and vulnerable. This was the day the Earth stood still. The world, once vibrant and full of life, now lay in a state of suspended animation. The first sign was a flicker. Then, screens went dark. Cars sputtered and died. Panic set in. People were left stranded, their routines shattered. We had become so accustomed to the invisible threads of technology connecting us, fueling our every move. It was the backbone of our modern society. Now those threads were severed, leaving us stranded in the eerie silence of a world without its digital heartbeat. The once familiar glow of screens and the hum of machines were replaced by darkness and quiet. We were left to navigate this new reality, unsure of what the future held. Confusion reigned. The air was thick with uncertainty, and the atmosphere was charged with a palpable sense of dread. People stumbled out of their homes, searching for answers in the faces of strangers. Conversations were hushed, filled with questions and no answers. The familiar had become foreign. Cell phones, useless in their hands, became mere plastic bricks. The devices that once connected us to the world were now silent, their screens dark and unresponsive. The invisible web that connected billions had vanished, leaving behind a void of silence and uncertainty. Fear spread like wildfire, igniting panic in every corner of the globe. Cities, once bustling with life, transformed into labyrinths of confusion. The once familiar streets now seemed alien, and every step taken was filled with trepidation. Traffic lights blinked out, turning intersections into free-for-alls. Drivers and pedestrians alike navigated the chaos, their movements erratic and desperate. Airplanes circled overhead, their sophisticated navigation systems rendered useless. Pilots, once confident in their technology, now faced the daunting task of manual navigation. The delicate balance of order, maintained by a million technological threads, unraveled before our eyes. Society's reliance on technology had become its Achilles heel, and the sudden loss of it left us vulnerable and exposed. Airports became parking lots for grounded planes. Ships sat idle in harbors, their GPS systems dark. Trains stood frozen on their tracks, engines silenced. The intricate network of global transportation, reliant on instant communication and precise navigation, had ground to a halt. The flow of goods and services that fueled our globalized world ceased. Food deliveries stalled, fuel supplies dwindled, and the intricate supply chains that underpinned our modern lives crumbled. Isolation became the new reality as cities and towns found themselves cut off from the outside world. Hospitals, once beacons of hope, transformed into places of despair. Life-saving equipment reliant on a constant flow of electricity and digital control systems became inert. Heart monitors fell silent, ventilators sputtered and died, operating rooms went dark. Doctors and nurses trained to rely on technology were forced to confront their limitations. Without access to medical imaging, lab results, or even basic communication tools, they were left to rely on their intuition and outdated methods. The most vulnerable among us, the sick, the elderly, the injured, faced the direst consequences. Section 5, Economic Apocalypse. Financial markets, the lifeblood of the global economy, went haywire. Trading floors, once abuzz with activity, fell silent as computers went dark and communication networks collapsed. The intricate web of transactions that underpinned our financial system unraveled at an alarming speed. Currencies plummeted in value, rendering savings worthless. Banks, unable to access digital records or communicate with other branches, became fortresses of fear and uncertainty. The global economy, built on a foundation of digital interdependence, teetered on the brink of collapse. Section 6, Survival Mode. The initial shock gave way to a chilling realization: our world had irrevocably changed. The conveniences we took for granted, electricity, running water, instant communication, were gone. Survival became the primary objective. People began to adapt, drawing upon forgotten skills and resourcefulness. Neighbors helped neighbors. Communities banded together, sharing dwindling supplies and rediscovering the power of human connection in the face of adversity. Section 7. Back to basics. With technology silenced, the rhythms of life slowed down. The relentless pace of the digital age gave way to a simpler, more grounded existence. People turned to the land, planting gardens, raising livestock, and rediscovering the satisfaction of self-sufficiency. Skills that had been relegated to the realm of hobbyists and enthusiasts, carpentry, sewing, farming, became essential for survival. The knowledge passed down through generations, once dismissed as outdated, found new relevance in a world stripped bare of its technological crutches. Section 8. The rise of communities. The breakdown of centralized systems led to the emergence of smaller, self-reliant communities. People gravitated towards those with practical skills and a willingness to share. Bartering replaced currency as the primary mode of exchange. Trust and cooperation became paramount. In the absence of external authorities, communities relied on shared values and a sense of collective responsibility to maintain order and ensure the well-being of their members. The bonds of human connection, strengthened through adversity, became the glue that held society together. Section 9. The human spirit endures. The world without technology was a stark departure from the one we knew, yet amidst the challenges and uncertainties, the indomitable spirit of humanity shone through. People adapted, innovated, and found solace in the company of others. The relentless pursuit of progress, which had driven us to the brink of technological dependence, gave way to a newfound appreciation for the simple things: the warmth of human connection, the beauty of the natural world, the resilience of the human spirit. Section 10. Repercussions and Adaptations. The ramifications of a global technological shutdown extended far beyond the immediate chaos. The delicate ecological balance, already strained by human activity, began to recover in the absence of industrial pollution and deforestation. The skies cleared, revealing a tapestry of stars that had been obscured by light pollution. Wildlife, long confined to shrinking habitats, began to reclaim their territory. The planet, relieved of the relentless pressure of human consumption, began to heal. Section 11. A New World. The sudden halt of technology forced humanity to confront its own reflection in the mirror of a world stripped bare. The once bustling streets fell silent, and the hum of machines ceased, leaving an eerie stillness in its wake. It revealed our vulnerabilities, our dependence, but also our resilience, our capacity for adaptation, our innate connection to the natural world. Families rediscovered the joy of spending time together, and communities came together to support one another. What began as a catastrophic event became an opportunity for a profound reset. The dawn of a new day brought with it the chance to rethink our priorities and rebuild our lives from the ground up. The world without technology may not have been the world we chose, but it was the world we were given. In this new reality, we learned to appreciate the simple things, the beauty of a starry night, the satisfaction of a hard day's work, and in the face of this unprecedented challenge, humanity found a way not just to survive but to rebuild, to reconnect, and to rediscover the enduring power of the human spirit. We learned to work with our hands again, to grow our own food, and to rely on each other in ways we had forgotten. What would we build in its place? The answer lay in our collective imagination, in the dreams and aspirations of a world ready to start anew. The answer, like the future itself, remained unwritten. It was a blank canvas, waiting for us to paint a new picture, to write a new story, to create a new world where we could thrive together.